Hey there, Jason Satterlund here. Thanks for watching as I help you refine your craft and get you to master what you're doing. Today I want to talk a little bit about directionless characters, and I thought of this because I just watched Thor Love and Thunder, and it really made me wonder, can it work if you have a character who has no goal? The very first trailer that dropped, it said, not every god has a plan. And the little hairs in the back of my neck kind of stood up a little bit like, oh, can it work if you have a character who has no goal? Yes, it can, but it really takes a keen eye and some serious attention to detail so that it can be successful. As you know, in the world of storytelling, two most important questions that you have is, who is my main character and what do they want? In other words, what are they going for? What is their goal? What are they striving towards? So the first thing you need to really watch out for is that even though your character doesn't have a goal, they have to have something they deeply care about. We have a great example of this, Captain America, Winter Soldier. In the beginning of that movie, Steve Rogers also is adrift.
For as long as I can remember, I just wanted to do what was right. I guess I'm not quite sure what that is anymore. And I thought I could throw myself back in and follow orders, serve. It's just not the same.
But he does love something.
But we did it so that people could be free. This isn't freedom. This is fear.
He loves freedom, and he's extremely loyal. And the very first thing that happens to him, and then halfway through that film, they escalate it again by bringing in his best friend,
Bucky? Who the hell is Bucky?
So take a look and compare this with Thor. What does Thor love more than anything else?
Jane?
Now, what they did is they had one of the members of his former team get attacked and she got her arm cut off. I think that was an attempt to get him motivated into action, but the problem was we didn't really know her that well. She hasn't shown up in a lot of the stories too much, and so we weren't really emotionally connected to her, and he never really mentioned her before. Jane is the one that he talks about all the time, and that would have been a much more powerful way to push your character forward. So think about ways in your own story about how you can threaten the one thing the character cares most about.
Oh, no, don't do that. Not on the rug, man.
That's step number one.
That rug really tied the room together, did it not?
This guy peed on it.
So if you're going to have your main character have no goal or plan or anything like that, the one thing that's really important that you do is you surround that character with other people with strong goals and strong plans.
Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules? Market zero!
They're calling the cops, man. Put the piece away.
Market zero!
Walter, put the piece away.
Walter? You think I'm fucking around here? Market zero!
So in Thor, another thing that made the film struggle a little bit is you had actually two characters in there that didn't have strong goals either. Thor and Valkyrie, because Valkyrie is almost the same as Thor. She was kind of frustrated with where she was, didn't really like being a king and all of that. If she had just had some sort of really forward momentum goal, especially if it conflicted with what Thor wanted, it would have really just amped up the entire story.
S.H.I.E.L.D. takes the world as it is, not as we'd like it to be. It's getting damn near past time for you to get with that program, Cap.
Okay, step 3, even though your character starts without a goal or with a plan.
Did you do anything fun Saturday night?
Well, all the guys from my barbershop quartet are dead, so no, not really.
It is absolutely imperative that they find a goal by the end of that first act.
When do we start? We just did.
That means in your opening scene, you can establish who they are and where they are emotionally.
And even if he's a lazy man, and the dude was most certainly that.
Establish the thing that they love, that they care most about, find a way to demonstrate that.
Just my friends.
Is that what we are?
And then threaten that thing. And now, boom, your character can move forward.
Tell him I'm in pursuit.
Now there is one asterisk, and that is that in the stories that involve fantasy and world building, sometimes it can take a while for a character to actually get a goal, and a good case for this is Harry Potter. And we know that kind of in the distance he's after Voldemort, but it kind of takes him a while to get his own goal. The same thing happens in The Matrix. We're established with Agent Smith as the villain, but Neo going up and killing him, that doesn't come up until a little bit later. And then once we are introduced to the world of The Matrix, we live with that for a little while. And the way that you keep that going is they add a lot of conflict around him as they're going forward. So those are some quick, simple tips that if you're trying to write unmotivated characters, I hope that helps you out. Thanks for watching. I'm Jason Satterlund. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, do all the things. And if you want to see more tips to take your stuff to the next level, take a look at some of these playlists over here. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. I'll